London, a name that echoes through time, a city of majestic palaces and grand bridges. Tourists flock to Buckingham Palace, eager to glimpse royalty. They marvel at the Houses of Parliament, a symbol of democracy. London wears a cloak of grandeur, a city of dreams. But what lies beneath the surface? What lurks in the shadows of its historic alleys? London hides another face, a secret history whispered on the night wind. This is the London we will explore, a London where shadows whisper and mysteries linger. Every brick in London tells a story. Each stone has witnessed centuries of joy, sorrow, and darkness. The Tower of London, a silent sentinel, has witnessed it all. Within its walls, kings were crowned, prisoners languished, and blood stained the cobblestones. This is where history bleeds into the present, leaving behind an echo of suffering. Walk down a cobbled street, and you might hear the faint murmur of voices from another time. The past is always present in London, sometimes a whisper, sometimes a scream. The year is 1348. A terrible plague grips London. The Black Death, they call it, a relentless killer. The streets, once bustling with life, are now filled with the dying. The stench of death hangs heavy in the air. Thousands perish, mass graves swallow the dead. The city is a living nightmare. Even today, the echo of that terror lingers. Some say the plague never truly left. It waits, hidden in the darkest corners, a reminder of London's vulnerability. No place in London is more steeped in tragedy than the Tower of London. It has been a silent witness to countless executions and imprisonments. Anne Boleyn, once Queen of England, lost her head here. Her ghost, they say, still walks the Tower Green, searching for her lost crown. But Anne is not alone. The tower whispers with the tormented souls of its past. The young princes, murdered in their sleep, are said to haunt the bloody tower. Their laughter, some claim, can still be heard in the dead of night. Section 5. The Streets of Whitechapel. The year is 1888. London, a city of contrasts, where the opulence of the West End starkly contrasts with the squalor of the East End. In the heart of the East End lies Whitechapel, a district shrouded in fog and mystery. Fear stalks the cobbled streets of Whitechapel. The air is thick with tension, and every shadow seems to hide a lurking danger. The residents live in constant fear, their lives overshadowed by an unseen menace. A shadow moves through the fog, leaving a trail of blood in its wake. This shadow is not just any figure, it is the embodiment of terror, a phantom that strikes without warning and vanishes into the night. Jack the Ripper, the infamous killer, terrorizes the city. His name sends shivers down the spines of Londoners. He is a ghostly figure, a name whispered in fear, a legend born out of brutality. His victims, women, forgotten and alone. They are the vulnerable, the marginalized, living on the fringes of society. Their lives, already fraught with hardship, end in unimaginable horror. Their murders, brutal and unsolved. Each crime scene tells a story of savagery, a puzzle that baffles even the most seasoned detectives. The streets of Whitechapel become a grim tableau of death and despair. Who was Jack the Ripper? A question that has haunted historians, criminologists, and the public for over a century. Was he a doctor, a butcher, or a member of the aristocracy? Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. The question remains unanswered, a chilling mystery that haunts London to this day. The fog of Whitechapel is not just a physical presence, but a metaphor for the obscured truth, the secrets that lie hidden in the shadows. Walk through Whitechapel at night, and you might feel a shiver down your spine, a sense of unseen eyes watching your every move. The legacy of Jack the Ripper lingers, a dark chapter in the history of London that refuses to be closed. The streets whisper his name, and the fog seems to carry the echoes of his deeds, a reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Section 6. Highgate Cemetery, where the dead sleep. Highgate Cemetery, a Victorian city of the dead. Here, amongst the overgrown ivy and crumbling headstones, London's past sleeps. But does it truly rest? Many tales surround this place. Whispers of a vampire, a tall, dark figure with glowing red eyes, seen gliding through the shadows. Others speak of a Highgate werewolf, a creature of the night, howling at the moon. True or just legend? Visit Highgate Cemetery on a moonlit night and decide for yourself. Section 7. The enigma of the London Underground. The London Underground, a labyrinth of tunnels snaking beneath the city. It's a lifeline for millions, but it also holds its share of darkness. Deep beneath the bustling streets, whispers travel on the tracks. There are stories of phantom trains appearing out of nowhere, then vanishing just as quickly. Some passengers report seeing a spectral woman in a 1940s dress, her sorrowful eyes reflecting a forgotten tragedy. The London Underground, a place where the living and the dead might just travel side by side. Section 8. Haunted theatres and their spectral performers. London's theatres, grand and opulent, are steeped in history and drama. These majestic venues have witnessed countless performances, from Shakespearean tragedies to modern-day musicals. Each theatre holds a unique story, a blend of architectural splendour and artistic brilliance. But the performance doesn't always end when the curtain falls. The echoes of applause and the whispers of the audience seem to linger in the air, creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation and mystery. Actors, playwrights, and theatregoers alike have left their mark on these hallowed halls, some even in death. Their spirits, it is said, continue to roam the corridors and stages, forever entwined with the theatre's legacy. The Theatre Royal Drury Lane, they say, is haunted by the man in grey, a spectral figure in a powdered wig and a long coat. This ghostly apparition has been sighted by many, often during rehearsals or late at night when the theatre is empty. Is he a former patron, forever bound to the theatre he loved? Some believe he was a nobleman who met a tragic end, his spirit unable to find peace. Others think he might be an actor whose passion for the stage transcended even death. Or perhaps an actor who met an untimely end. The man in grey's presence is often seen as a good omen, a sign that the show will be a success. His story, like many others, remains a mystery, adding to the allure of London's haunted theatres. His story, like many others, remains a mystery, adding to the allure of London's haunted theatres. These spectral performers and their tales of love, loss, and longing continue to captivate the imagination, making London's theatres not just places of entertainment, but also of endless intrigue and wonder. Section 9. The unexplained in modern London. Even today, in our modern age of reason and science, London continues to surprise. Strange occurrences, unexplained sightings, and eerie coincidences persist. Take the case of the British Museum, a treasure trove of artifacts from around the world. Some visitors report feeling a cold touch, a sense of unease, particularly in the Egyptian exhibit. Could it be the spirits of ancient pharaohs, disturbed in their eternal slumber? Or perhaps the echoes of long-forgotten rituals clinging to the objects themselves? Section 10. The allure of the dark side. Why are we drawn to these tales of horror and mystery? Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the shiver down our spines that reminds us we are alive. Or maybe it's the history, the sense that we're walking in the footsteps of those who came before, both the living and the dead. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain. London's dark side is an integral part of its identity. It adds to its mystique, its charm, its enduring fascination. soul to uncover them.